You can sniff this and tell me how good this is. Yes, it passed the sniff test. Hello and welcome back to another video review. And in today's video we have two different flashlights. And guess what? They're both from the same exact company. This is the Nebo and this is the CDE Plus. Whatever its name is, yes, complicated name. This is the king version of the Nebo. Now, what's the difference between those two? The difference is pretty simple. This. I don't know if you've seen the movie Rambo a while back. They used some of those red lights and they were kind of awesome. The biggest difference between both of those two flashlights, one of them is rechargeable, another one is battery operated. They're both almost identical in features. Now you might ask me, why do I have two of them if they're almost the same thing? There is a reason why two is always better than one. Wow, this is the Slyde King 2K Nebo light. If you've never seen a Nebo light, you don't know what you're missing. This is just amazing. Waterproof, IPX7, magnetic base to this. Lots of cool stuff, and best of all, it's rechargeable. This is a magnificent work of art, and it features a lot of good things in here in a flashlight. Super awesome grip here, which is made out of rubber, aluminum quality, aircraft grade aluminum right here. This is magnetic, so you can put this into places you need to use this. Best of all, 4x power right here. Just activate it by moving it. Now, this is blinding. It's really bright. Oh, super bright. You press on here and you keep on holding it and it's going to dim the light. So overall, this is a great flashlight. It comes with a USB charger. It also comes with a lanyard holder for you. It goes right in here. And if you need to use this to charge this, any outlet will actually do it, especially USB one. You can put this in your vehicle, charge it over there. You can charge it into your laptop computer. And right here, it features the area you're charging it with. Because this is I67 waterproof, this actually helps it become water sealed. And this is rubber and very nice metal. The great thing about this also, it features a self-defense top right here, in case you need to hit something. In an emergency, maybe you need to use this to beat something in. Hey, you never know when you need something like that. But most likely it just looks like a rugged thing for this. It's just a feature of that flashlight. Overall, I think this is a great flashlight. Looks are amazing. You open this up right here. If you want to get into the battery compartment, well, it features a rechargeable battery that you can replace if you need one, if it actually goes bad. Remember to remove those after a while. You don't want to keep them in here if you're not going to be using it for quite some time, so it doesn't rust inside the actual unit. If anything goes bad, this is the first thing you're going to go and replace this. Putting this in here, it's pretty easy. Put this in. There we go. It has double sealed here for you with a magnetic base features right there. I would say this is almost a perfect 10 style in my opinion. It is overbuilt built like a tank. Only issue I really dislike about this is probably because it is built like a tank. It's just really too big. And for some people, being it rechargeable is part of the issue. Not actually a good thing. But I do like the rechargeable. I like it because it's good for the environment. You're not actually throwing a bunch of batteries every single time you use this. And you don't have to look for spare batteries all the time as well. You can recharge this just about anywhere on the go and in your vehicle. Great EDC tool to have on you in your car, in your home, in your office, in your camp. The only problem is it is rechargeable. So if you need something really quick, I would say you would need two of them, one rechargeable and one that is not. So I want to show you how this operates in a super dark environment over here. You can't actually see anything, but this is a roof or a barn or something. So let's go ahead and light it up. Wow. You can actually see stuff that you couldn't see before. And look how this thing expands. Look at how 4x power expands this whole thing. You can see everything you couldn't see before. And you can focus the light on a very small area by doing this. Really amazing. Take a look when I turn this off. It's dark, you can't see nothing. Have you seen in the 80s they had the Sylvester Stallone movies with this bright, really nice bright light? Oh, by the way, there's a rechargeable here you can use to recharge this. But the red light, it's here. Yeah. This is white, but there is actually red in here. Press on here. Wow. Oh. Now, that is what I call flashlight. Heavy duty, maximum power, lots of cool features. You can use this feature right here as a work light. Have you ever seen anything like this? Neither have I. Now we're going to be checking out the true power of this flashlight. Getting into this dungeon in here. Oh, it's totally dark here. You can't see anything. It's definitely dark. This place, there's no light here whatsoever. You can't see nothing. So let's turn this on. Now you can see stuff. Take a look at the power of this thing. Unbelievable. You can see everything. This is really long. And take a look at the other. You get very efficient right there. See everything. Everything in there. Pretty good, huh? Let's turn this off. And now, I'll show you the red light feature. The white light first. Good. And the red light. Now you can see how powerful this thing actually is. It really does shine even with this light on the side. This is cool. Oh, this thing is just as powerful. Unbelievable how powerful this thing is. Very good flashlight. So what is the count of this thing? I'm gonna give it like 9 out of 10 stars. Problem is a bit heavy. Another problem, is actually the best feature of it. It's rechargeable. But what happens when you have the charger around? This thing becomes totally dark. How many pounds this? It's huge. It's big. Maybe too big. It's also very heavy. But pretty much it comes down to the following. Emergency situation. In an emergency situation, you need something for an emergency. And another one is rechargeable. So rechargeable could be used almost anywhere. In fact, I ultimately really like the rechargeable much better. You can take this anywhere you want. You can use this in your car, you can use this in your home, and you can use this all the time. The rechargeable is great for that. It gives you this extra light, and it gives you regular light as well coming out from this, and you can do different things with it too. Now, just by pressing on here, you can change how powerful this thing is, like the zoom in and everything. And I'll show you all the features of this in this video. But the most important thing is the rechargeable one is not good for end of the world emergency situation. If your lights out for a few days, you can't recharge a rechargeable one in your house. You can recharge it in the car, yes. But in camping and other locations where you need and you have spare batteries, this is where the battery operated one comes in so handy. You can have unlimited amount of batteries and you can go for a very long time and use it. So definitely I recommend for you to get probably end of the world situation, both of them. If you're using it primarily for your house, I would get the regular one. But if you use this camping, survival, I would get the battery operated one. Let's get started now. Checking out which is of those two is the best one and which one you should be getting for yourself in this video review and hands-on testing. Summertime is the best time to get flashlights. This is a Saudi Nebo. If you're a fan of Nebo, you know what I'm talking about. If you have never seen this flashlight, you don't know what you're missing. Nebo is one of the best lights out there. Not the best one, but when it comes to the price for the quality you're getting, nothing tops the Nebo. For 45 bucks, you get this. It's a rechargeable flashlight. What's so good about rechargeables? Pretty much very small size. Now this one is not the smallest one. It was definitely way smaller than this. But I think for most people this is the size you're probably getting flashlight. You're probably used to this size. So this is probably the best size out there. Plus it gives you the best possible light for its size as well. How powerful is this? Well, close your eyes because this is going to be super bright. Oh, wow. Thankfully, I'm pointing it at the camera, not my eyes. But this features a few really interesting things here. So this is the rechargeable version of this. Versus. And let's see if it still works. Versus this one, which is the battery powered version. Just fell into the hole. Whoops. Now, what is the difference between those two? Rechargeable versus non-rechargeable. Pretty much is this right here. Why should you get the rechargeable versus the non-rechargeable? First of all, this is built like a tank. It just fell. Does it still work? Yes. Surprisingly. Now, versus a cheap one. So they look kind of the same. This one has the N to it. This one does not. Why does it have the N? When you press on it, this light actually changes colors. It actually becomes red when the battery is almost done. This one doesn't have this feature. Pretty much both of them are pretty cool, but this one, the issue with this one, it's almost the same, they're almost identical in every single way. Now you can get them in black, you can get them in camouflage, either one of those. But this one is battery powered, and it uses 4, and those are the quadruple A's to them, and it eats them pretty well, actually. It does take you a while before you eat the whole thing, but if you use flashlights a lot, then you definitely don't want this one, because it's gonna cost you a lot of money over time. The rechargeable is gonna save you huge money and the environment at the same exact time. That's why I actually like it. So going back to the rechargeable one, only thing I dislike it's not camouflage. This is the coolest feature in here. As you can see, I dropped it, it still works. And, oh, this is so cool. You can read stuff at night with this too. And it even flashes. SOS too. Now, if this is too tight, you can adjust the setting by moving this thing around a little bit if you want to. Supposedly you can do that. I guess not. Now, if you want to recharge this, what to do is to move this right here. The charger cord, which is USB based, or you can plug this into the wall outlet. If you have an Apple charger, you can use that. Charges to your computer. Press this in here, and voila, you can charge it anywhere, even in your vehicle. This is pretty cool, by the way. Also, it's kind of waterproof. It's not the best waterproof out there. It's water resistant, I might say, not actually waterproof. Now, next thing about this, very hard self-defense right here, the stop here, which is pretty good. You can also move this around so you can do 4x power. Then you press on it, it makes a concentrated light over here. As you move this around, it gives you a bigger light. And you can turn this off. On the other side, magnetic base over here, so you can stick this to the walls. And the battery compartment is next. Once you open this up, you have the battery. You can get more of those for around 10 bucks. They're not that expensive, especially given you're not going to be using a few of those for quite some time. It may take you a while before you cycle through them. I mean, this thing will last quite some time before you need a spare battery because it's rechargeable. And it still works. Just checking. Overall, it's built like a tank. It's a great light. It just fell and it still works. And unlike the plastic garbage that's out there, it's one of the best lights that you can buy for the money. Okay, let's see how good this thing lights up the sky over here. It's super dark, you can't see anything in here. Pointing the flashlight over there, turning it on, you can see it's pretty good. Pretty decent performance, I might say. And if you want to focus the light beam, you can actually do that with the 4x thing. So when you do the 4x, it's like a torchlight. It really is. It's going really high up there. And if you want to expand it, you can do so. As you can see, as you expand it, the light power drops a little bit, but it's still very good. And it gives you a lot of power. Now, would this actually work for lighting up and brightening it up using the different surface? Just this right here. And changing it to the red one. Let's check this one out. Same deal, up there. No. It's powerful, but it's not that powerful. And the white one is way more powerful. As you can see, the white one does brighten up the place up there. The red one is not as powerful. So it's still pretty good performance, and actually it's like a floodlight. As you can see, it lights up even more of all the areas up there. And now is the moment you have been waiting for. Whoa, it's pitch black in here. And we're going to be testing this and seeing how good this is in the pitch black environment. So right now I'm turning on right here, and this is the rechargeable version. This is the floodlight and the spotlight. As you can see, it goes all the way over there. It's really good. Opening this up, you can see that this is also pretty good as well. And it's like daylight in here. Wow, I'm amazed how good this thing is. Now, the red one was not as good in dazzle room, but this one is quite good. See, everything is a really bright red light. So this really does pass the test here. Super dark. Now let's go ahead and check out the other version of this, which is not the flash chargeable one, is the battery version. Turning this on. I don't know if you can even tell the difference. So the battery version, now we're going to be doing it like this. Maybe you have to put them side by side to tell the difference. And you really cannot tell the difference from one side to another. I think they're really almost the same. There's really no difference between both of them. I can't tell the difference. I don't know if you can tell the difference between them. They're really good. Same thing here. Same as well. They're both fully charged, by the way, so to make it a fair test. Red light too. So yeah, overall, this is a really great light. The problem with this light is, I don't know if you notice it or not, that the biggest problem is just, if you get the chargeable version, the rechargeable cable, if you lose it, you're done. That's it. You have to either find it or just get another one. And that's a big deal for some people. On the other hand, the battery version, if something goes wrong, and you need other pairs of batteries, you can always get even rechargeable batteries to use on it. So think about it this way. Whichever one you want, it's still a good choice. Thank you so much for getting all the way to the end of this video. And the question is, which is the winner? The rechargeable versus the regular version and the battery operated. This is a super hard call. Both of them are great. And really, for you to figure out which one is better, they're both, I think, for me rated 9.5 out of 10 stars. And you really will have to figure out, do you need the camouflage version or the black version? I personally like the camo so much, I got two of them. Which is the better one is really to be answered by you. Overall, features, everything wise, I would say this is almost a 10 star. I'm not giving 10 star for any product, but this is as close as they come to it. It really comes down to whichever one you want to get and whichever one you use for your needs. I think for most people, the rechargeable one is the better option. It is more environmentally friendly. You can reuse it thousands of times. And if the battery goes bad, you can get a brand new battery. And the best thing about getting the rechargeable, you can use this in your house. You can use this in your car. You can use this in the office. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I earned a sub from you. And if you did and love this video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. And if you can keep smashing it until you hear somebody calling you on the phone. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video of the Geek Tech Show, where you never know what is the next thing that's coming on in this channel.